Hey guys, it's Emma, and today I wanted to talk about some things that people with Tourette's might be struggling with surrounding the coronavirus. By this point, I'm sure everyone has heard of the coronavirus. It is basically a pandemic. Pretty much everywhere is having a really bad time. And I just wanted to talk about how this may be affecting people with Tourette syndrome and maybe giving some tips on how to help with that. How it's very bad. The first thing, which I think is really prevalent in the Tourette syndrome community, and the TAA has brought up as well, TAA being Tourette Association of America, is the coughing tic, which I'm doing a lot more right now because I'm thinking about it and talking about it. As we know, Tourette syndrome is comprised of, motor and vocal tics, and coughing is considered a vocal tic. A coughing tic is a vocal tic because it uses your vocal cords. So I've seen lots of things in the Tourette syndrome community about people who have had coughing tics over the years and how they already get so much crud about it, like being at work and people being like, you should stay home if you're sick, when they're coughing a lot because of their tic. But now we throw coronavirus into the whole conundrum, and it makes it even scarier for people with a coughing tic to kind of go out, go to work, go really anywhere in public. People are going to think, because coughing is a symptom of the coronavirus, that you have the coronavirus. And obviously you're going to be put in that kind of bin of that, oh, that person probably has the coronavirus, we should stay away from them. And not only that, but it can, affect different things that you're trying to do in your life. For instance, I saw something about someone being on a plane and, people around them getting pretty scared about how this person was coughing because of their coughing tic. But even after they tried to explain that they have Tourette syndrome, the people were still skeptical. Especially because, people don't really know what Tourette syndrome is and think it's just one thing or don't even know anything about it. Which is part of why I have this YouTube channel, is to educate people and raise awareness about it. But anyway, so yeah, on top of already getting crud about having a coughing tic and people already thinking you're sick, throw in the pandemic and you've got a whole world of trouble coming towards you with your coughing tic. So a little solution to that, I'm going to link in the description box a link to a card that you can print off that says what Tourette's is and that you have it, and you can present this to people who give you smack about your coughing tic. This is not to say that this is a foolproof solution and that everyone's going to believe you and that it's going to work for everything, but I think that it's a good resource to have and it'll be very helpful to those with coughing tics. Another thing pertaining to Tourette's and the coronavirus is the do not touch your face. Yeah, that's a funny joke. Literally, everywhere I look on social media, on all of these coronavirus warnings and safety tips, I always see do not touch your face. And that makes me want to touch my face because I have face touching tics. Even touching your ears is part of touching your face. But yeah, just seeing something that tells me not to do a tic makes me do the tic. And I'm sure it's that way for a lot of people. There's not a clear solution to this one, just wash your hands a lot. Because if you have no choice in regards to touching your face, you might as well have clean hands. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the anxiety surrounding the coronavirus. Usually, if anxiety is up, tics are up. That seems to be the general consensus. And it's perfectly valid to be anxious about the coronavirus. It's a scary thing. It's anxiety inducing. A little thing that you can do is I've seen people muting coronavirus tweets, which, it takes away you getting information about it, but at the same time, I think it can be helpful to people who are having super high anxiety about it to just take it off of their social media, and if they want to know something about it, they can search for it. It can also be helpful if you avoid misinformation, which I know can be hard, but usually it's kind of easy to be able to tell what's fake news and what's not fake news. I mean, if you've ever taken a statistics class, you can probably figure out from there what kind of statistics are being skewed in a way to, make it look like one thing that it isn't. And if you haven't taken a statistics class, you probably still can do that. And then there's always the controlled breathing technique. Breathe in for 3 seconds, hold it, and then breathe out for 3 seconds. you know, counting your breathing in, counting your breathing out. And there's lots of different anxiety coping techniques, and you know, I'm not going to go through every single one of them because that may take hours. But yeah, there's lots of little things you can do to help reduce your anxiety, and breathing for me has been a big helper because anxiety can be really physical, and for me it gets very physically uncomfortable, and the breathing kind of soothes that. So yeah, I'm glad we got to talk about Tourette syndrome and the coronavirus. I'm just trying to do my part. It's a scary time, and it's a scary time for people who are disabled, for people who are older, for people, you know, just all people really. There's populations that it's affecting more, and I understand it's a really scary time for those people more than it is for younger people who are not immunosuppressed. And this is my way of trying to like help out one of the certain groups, just because I would love to be, you know, sending people who are immunosuppressed like supplies that all the people are taking from the stores, but I don't have a job right now and I don't really have that much money for me to live off of, so I am just trying to do my little part. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Twitches. Bye.